Lights, the engines purr, gray hair shining, life's a blur. An ordinary bloke with a daring streak. Widowmaker's here, the thrill unique. Awesome trick is here, the thrill unique. Feel the tarmac as the tires grip. Every corner's a chance to flip. Gran Turismo's is racing ground, steady and sharp, his skill profound. Circuits tight, it's grit and guts that fuel his fight. Not just a racer, but a true gent. Age and charm, his finest accent. From the garage door to the starting grid, he drives with flair, never hid. Laps and miles in perfect tune, a racing spirit beneath the moon. Legend of the track, precision driving, no looking back. A motorist heart, a racer's soul, taking each bend, aiming for the goal. So settle in, the race is on. Strap yourself in, the game is strong. Widowmaker leads the way anew. Streaming live, it's Widdowmaker. Oh! Widdowmaker, master of the drive, where passion and racing come alive. Join the journey, the moments accrue. The legend races for me and for you. Under the floodlights, the engines purr, gray hair shining, life's a blur. An ordinary bloke with a daring streak. Widowmaker's here, the thrill unique. Feel the tarmac as the tires grip. Every corner's a chance to flip. Gran Turismo's is racing ground, steady and sharp, his skill profound. Feel the tarmac as the tires grip. Every corner's a chance to flip. Gran Turismo's is racing ground, steady and sharp, his skill profound. Champion of the stream, living the passion, chasing the dream. Every lap a story to unfold. Experience speaks where hearts are bold. From country lanes to circuits tight, it's grit and guts that fuel his fight. Not just a racer, but a true gent. Age and charm, his finest accent. From the garage door to the starting grid, he drives with flair, never hid. Laps and miles in perfect tune, a racing spirit beneath the moon. Widdowmaker, legend of the track, precision driving, no looking back. A motorist heart, a racer's soul, yourself in. The game is strong. Widdowmaker leads the way anew. Streaming live, it's Widdowmaker. Drive where passion and racing come alive. Join the journey, the moment's crew. The legend races for me in for gold. Widdowmaker, master of the drive, where passion and racing come alive. Join the journey, the moment's a crew. Under the spotlight, the engines ignite. Gray hair shining in the track's light. An average man with a heart so vast. Widdowmaker proves legends outlast. Pause for dramatic engine rumbles. Feel the thrill as the asphalt burns every corner. A champion's turn. Gran Turismo's where you rule. A racing mind, the track is evil. King of the stream, chasing the apex, living the dream. Speed and skill in every lap. Even the pit crew gives him a clap. From city streets to mountain bends, he's got the grit that never ends. Not just a racer, he's racing soul. With every mile he claims his goal. Fuel and fire, age defied. The legend rides with pride as his guide. Fat, wise, and unapologetically him. Taking on the world with an iron will. Master of the race, history leaving a trace. Every stream a road to explore. An average hero, but so much more. So gather around, the moment's here. Buckle up tight, shift into gear. Widdowmaker takes the stage anew. Streaming live, it's Widdowmaker. Speeds in the stream. Gran Turismo fuels the dream. Join the ride, the legend will thrive. Welcome aboard where the spirit's alive. dramatic engine on. Feel the thrill as the asphalt burns. Every corner a champion's turn. Gran Turismo's where he'll rule. A racing mind, the track his tool. King of the stream, chasing the apex, living the dream. Speed and skill in every lap. Even the pit crew gives him a clap. From city streets to mountain bends, he's got the grit that never ends. Not just a racer, he's racing soul. With every mile he claims his goal. Buckle up, big one. Steel and fire, rage defied. The legend rides with pride as his guide. Fat, wise, and unapologetically him. Taking on the world with an iron will. Master of the race, carving history, leaving a trace. Every stream, a road to explore. An average hero, but so much more. So gather round, the moment's here. Buckle up tight, shift into gear. Widdowmaker takes the stage anew. Streaming live, it's Widdowmaker Raw. Beats in the stream, Gran Turismo fuels the dream. Join the ride, the legend will thrive. Welcome aboard where the spirit's alive. Rights and the same. Under the spotlight, the engines ignite. Gray hair shining in the track's light. An average man with a heart so vast. Widdowmaker proves legends outlast. On! Feel the thrill as the asphalt burns. Every corner a champion's turn. Gran Turismo's where he'll rule. A racing mind, the track his tool. King of the stream, chasing the apex, living the dream.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final, what's the word? It's the final. Of course it's the final. But it's also the last stream of the season, and I'm going to be taking a week off. So, with that in mind, let's make the night a good one, and let's give Lee the congratulation he deserves for winning this championship. It's actually all on for the second part. We've got to see who's going to come second at this point. As it is, you can see Nando just circling the track. We'll say hello to those in the channel. Good evening, Wilkie. Hope you're doing better. Good evening, Matthew, JB, Damo, Silver Surfer. Good evening. There's Lee there. Good evening, Lee. And it is also the last stream, so it's our last stream of the month, I would have thought as well, probably, unless I slip in a couple whilst I'm off just to do things like Time Trial Challenge. We're going to give away the 5 memberships that would normally give away in the month. I've normally done them earlier than this, but as it is the last month, we'll get them done tonight. And Silver Surfer says he's not interested in a freebie. Well, that's fine. Thank you, sir. Good evening, Chris. What's the other thing? We've updated the... Whilst I just searched through this for the positions for the league, we've updated Discord a little bit today. Yeah, we've decided to pick up on what Wilkie said last night and hack away a little bit and just try and clear up where we are and just make sure that we are in a good place going forwards. So there's lots of game channels put in there. There are only 3 voice channels at this time for racing, etc. If we need voice channels on each of the games, we can do that. My subscription doesn't go that far at this moment in time, but if we want to, it can do, and we can make it more. So if you're not in on the Discord thing yet, please do make yourself available to it. It's available through the PlayStation. You can actually do it off your PlayStation, link in from there, use your mobile phone to hook up to it. And if you're not a member of Discord, please do take the opportunity to do so. And I've just come across something that Matthew did earlier in the week, so just while we're talking about it, Matthew has designed a Widdowmaker Racing. He's put the label on there, I didn't realise that. He's designed a dashboard for Sim Dashboard, so please do take the opportunity to drop along and pick that up if you use Sim Dashboard. If you don't, get a look into Sim Dashboard, because this can help you with your online racing. It can give you tyre temperatures, gear positions, brake position, gas, pedal, etc. Number of fuels. It looks really good, and it's something we're going to have to invest in. I use a different one, but just for Matthew's sake, really good effort, Matthew, and glad to see you expanding out. No worries, mate. I'm just trying to find, and I need to find a better place to store these. Well, you haven't. Some others have. Yeah, both me and the missus have had a disturbed day of backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Here we go. We found it. So these are the positions from last week. 5 rounds done. Fat Man there in 5th, 6th position on 139. Already dropped his round. JB is looking pretty there on 156. He looks like he could ramp up the league just that little bit with a couple of places gained. So he's on 156. What's his drop round? His drop rounds are 36. I'm just above him on 160 with my drop round as a 37, and our biggest gain is the 42 points each. So somewhere between JB and I tonight. We'll probably swap positions a few times. Nando is on 164, so he's still in the mix for 3rd place. There's an opportunity for both JB and I to nick that 3rd place. Nando's already got his drop round, so whatever he scores tonight is going to be his 5th round score. So if he... the issue is, if there's only 6 people racing, his lowest score ain't going to be low, is it? So that's the problem when we have fixed points. But it is what it is. He's already got his drop round out as in round 2. His lowest score is 37 anyway. So it's probably outside chance for either of us to catch him. However, at the top of the tree, Damo in 2nd place on 185. Looks like he's got that secured for 2nd definitely. And congratulations there. His lowest scores are 40 anyway. So he's doing well. And Lee is actually confirmed as the championship winner already on 199. But don't let you distract from the amount of times I'm going to spin tonight, because this track's a bit of a doozy. But congratulations, Lee, on your win. 199 points out of 247. You've already got one full equivalent quantity of points there of 51, the only one we've had so far. You've had a 50, but I'm sure you'll go on tonight to properly tip that scale, so congratulations. And just while there was that image there, there's also news on the new fan things for the Fanatec base units. They are pretty much printed. I've got 3 more bits to print. I'm just waiting for one more item in the post, and we'll get these items off to the testers, the people who are going to do the testing. So they are where they're going to be. Let me just close Suno, and then we'll get on the track. The other thing I've got to do, and that's tomorrow's job, is to make sure that Twitch and YouTube are talking again, and we've got both those channels up and running, and we can see cross conversations. I'll also get the things that come up on screen working as well, so they should be good. Okay, it's time for me to do some practice. So let's do the usual. I've got the right car. Settings, hard. Not starting qualifying. No, that was nearly done. Got to be careful with this pit exit. You can be right in the war before you know about it. I do apologise if people have had lots of notifications from Discord today. Only a couple. Only 3? Okay, that's good. I just hope everybody didn't get a notification for every time I put on a new post and then deleted a new post. Because I've done that a few times. Forgotten to post pictures, forgotten to embed a picture, or forgotten to put a little emoji in front of everything that's there. I've created tags for virtually every channel, and what I'm going to try and do between Christmas and, well, when we return at the start of September, is going to try and host a session on every game that's on there. Try and get people to join me on those sessions if we can, and try and share the gaming. I appreciate we are a GT7 primary channel, but GT7 doesn't win all prizes, unfortunately. And we will move a little bit away from the PSN platform, unfortunately. I mean, some people might not want to, and that's just the way it's good. That's the way it is. The Widdowmaker racing room there is always going to stay. I don't think that'll get shut down, so feel free to use it as you see fit. But on Army, we enjoyed Armour. That was we did. JB, Jeff, Gag, a couple of other guys that you don't always know about. We had a little bit of an hour on there and had a bit of a play. What else did we do the other week? We're always doing a bit of DayZ, but we did Ready or Not as well, which JB hasn't bought. JB's refused to purchase, but we didn't buy the one JB's purchased either. So what's that one called, JB? It's got also awesome awesome graphics as well, I think, hasn't it? Sorry, Nando, didn't see you there. Come up me inside. It's all yours. Excuse the phrase. Oh, you did? Battlefield 2042. That's probably got to be a buy, isn't it? Yeah. Just because Battlefield 6 is on sort of the game to play, and it's all the older games will be nudged. If there is also a game on there that you want to play and isn't on there as a regular user, please hit me up. There's a few games I haven't put on there yet, like it just escapes my brain. It's right in... You think so? Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game that I enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 1, and I haven't played enough Red Dead Redemption 2, so whilst it's a couple of years old, it's still a great game and graphically superb, so I will want to be hosting a session on that. We will be doing the major race games. There are a few games we want to get into. I will be going Project Motor Racing in the next couple of weeks. Let's just get... Are they? Oh, that could be fun. It's going to be PC for me, so I've got my VR headset for PC. GTA Western, what's that, sir? What's that, SJ? Good evening, fella. Grand Theft Auto is on there. I've got Grand Theft Auto 5 on there. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, yes. GTA... Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Understand. I know where you're coming from. Yes. Sorry, I didn't see that. Was Racing Brain was engaged to get to that link. Apologies. Horse riding simulator. I have. The video posted earlier by yourself. Very good. I did post that up into the Assetto Corsa Evo forum, actually. I passed it over there. Very good. Yes. It looks good, the update 3 for Evo. Yeah, it does. And the other side of it as well is multiplayer comes with update 3, so we should start to get into that and start to see where that goes, because there's some stunning racetracks on there. I just need to sort out how I'm going to stream it, whether I'm just going to do it from the rig and give you the forward view, which seems to be the case. I'm not going to be able to communicate the triple screen, but you'll get it every other way. DayZ is also there amongst it, folks. If you play DayZ, it came out free on PlayStation last month, so if you play it on PlayStation, there's the opportunity to play DayZ now. If you've never played it before, it's a phenomenal game, and I'll offer what I've offered as well today on the forum. Go into the go into the DayZ forum on our Discord server, scroll down. If you want to join us for playing DayZ on a server... Oof, he's on the inside again. Damn, I didn't see you. You were ghosted as well. Yeah. So if you want to join us on the DayZ server, just drop your name in and we'll communicate connection details. We do have a full 24/7 DayZ server, which is there for people to use. It's PvE, not PvP. And for those that don't know what that means, it's player versus environment rather than player versus player. It's unless the guys go mental and suddenly decide that they want to be PvP for a month and then shoot the hell out of each other and nobody comes on the server because nobody wants to die. However, it does get a little bit fun and the heart rate goes up and it does get a little bit gritty, it really does. So yeah, they did get nervous just as much as me. I got nervous as well, and Yeah, that's true. I was actually on YouTube and they were thinking I was in the game. It's funny. However, it is by the by. The other thing that's happened on there is I've formulated and clarified a few things in the Widdowmaker Racing Discord pack bit. So I've just put some guidelines up there starting for season 14. This is the last race of season 13. So what I intend to do is just use it as a place to communicate and discuss about things going on. With that being the case, I've added the latest update comments from FIA about overtaking. The FIA rules for overtaking are taken from the Formula 1 handbook as probably the best and most relevant source. Yeah, send it. It also says that the main principle for overtaking is based on the front axle of the overtaking car being alongside the wing mirror at the apex. So we need to somehow formulate and understand what that means as a group to us. If we're going to follow what the FIA approve, and we're going to follow as a group what we understand is the overtaking rules, it's the best set of guidelines we've got to follow, and it's going to help us all if we all agree to what's there. So, no idea, JB. However, there's an opportunity for us to discuss it, and we've got a couple of weeks till we get to the next racing environment. So if you can have a read of that, please take a couple of seconds to just acknowledge it, and even if you don't agree with it or whatever, just put a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or just make sure you've had a read and we can all agree where we're going to go. Because it is a bit of a discussion. We're not here to lay down the law, except when it comes to what happens on my channel. However, when it comes to racing, we've all got to agree what's right and what's wrong, and we can all add rubbings racing to it, and you know, we can go as far as we like, but if we've got a basic set of principles that we all agree to, we can all happily race together. Well, maybe not, but you know what I mean, you know what we're trying to achieve, so that's there to be said. But yeah, Discord's had a bit of a bump today, and there's football discussions going on. It's been a hell of a day for football. I know I've had an upset stomach at points today, but oh Christ, some of the results are not real today. I mean, I'm not impressed at certain people going to... I know, we'll discuss football later, by the way. Yeah, but it is what it is, and we'll discuss that another day. But, oh, I need to put a Discord channel on for the Premier League thing, don't I? Yes, I do. Yeah, we'll do that. That's for tomorrow. Did he? Poor lamb. Oh, bum dush. Did you see what I did there? Oh dear. Right. Okay. Yeah, football's a religion to some people, isn't it? So it is what it is. We had a disabled guy last week for a televised game, the opening game of the season, banned for life from football. So there you go. It takes all sorts. And that's just not licorice. Yeah, I was getting there in my brain before JB got there then. Can't believe Battlefield is still going. Didn't realise there's a number 6 coming out. Yeah, it was released last week as a freebie to play it for free. Graphically good. Still can't remember that game that JB bought that we didn't. It's called Face Off or something. You'd do that would help. It's the one you bought a couple of months ago that is graphically fantastic. Really. Body cam, that's the one. Yes, body cam is one I need to get. It's supposed to be absolute bees nuts. But we do, the lads that game in the main gaming section do have a bit of a passion for the old first-person shoot-'em-up sort of SWAT, police intervention kind of games. And we started this 20 years ago with a game called SWAT 4. And we've got SWAT, which is also free on Discord, on Steam if you want to get it. But we're currently trying Ready or Not. But Bodycam is also supposed to be pretty hot, so we'll get a Discord channel up for that one. And these games will come up and they'll evolve and they'll move on and etc. So as games don't get played, they might get archived a bit. We'll just see where it goes. We'll see how the platform can add to us and do bits and pieces, but 0 hour. Oh, okay, 0 hour. But we've got Assetto Corsa Evo, Assetto Corsa Competition. We could put Automobilista 2 on there. We could put iRacing, but I haven't currently got a subscription, and I don't think my bank account can manage everything and an iRacing subscription, because it's an expensive game, very expensive, and you don't get, well, you do get good racing, but you don't get as much fun as you do from something like GT7 that's free. I'd rather they just made you pay for the game than a monthly subscription, but you never know. But Roadcraft is another one that I've got on there, and I'm looking to do a stream for Roadcraft. So if there's anybody out there that is playing, absolutely lucky. It's not necessarily lorries. It is about lorries and trucks, but it's also about the game format is all about storms and floods, and you're rebuilding after a major earthquake or disaster or whatever, and you're re-establishing transport links and building roads and stuff like that. It's a bit of a Command and Conquer type game without the battling, but, and that's loosely, but it's it feels good when you play it. It's graphically cool. It's just very difficult to make it flow as a single player. I think personally it needs to be multiplayer, and if we can get a few people that want to give it a shot, I can host a server and we can give it a go. But it is a niche game, I think. I don't think it's vastly popular, even though I'm constantly seeing online streamers on my channel, on my YouTube page, having a crack at it and giving it a whirl. But yeah, Wilkie's quite right. We're going to try a few things. They can easily be undone. BeamNG, I've seen it. I've seen Jimmy Broadbent playing it. It's probably worth me getting BeamNG and having a live stream on that. I might make that next week's purchase, to be honest. Didn't know you could get free films through the premium subscription on PS5. Just noticed after all these years. Didn't know you could get films. I thought it was all games on PS5, unless you're talking about other subscriptions. So you're talking about the your PlayStation subscription. BeamNG, yeah, we'll have to give it a whirl. What I think I like about BeamNG is that you've got a road to travel down, you've got this car, how far can you get down it, kind of thing. Or you've got 100 cars to overtake on this busy road, how many can you get past before you wreck your car? Yeah. Well, I remember BeamNG from maybe 10 years ago, where it was really more about just putting an engine in a car and seeing how much of an engine you can get in with really thin tyres and whether you can do a lap or something. That's where it started. And then it went on to all sorts of different kinds of puzzles and tricks. But I'm down to a 210. I've not really concentrated on what I'm doing. I'm just lapping. Wreckfest 2 is up there, yes. Wreckfest 2 has currently got a bit of a problem in its own development. We're on the play testing setup at the moment. My Fanatec wheel doesn't work on Wreckfest 2. And I'm waiting for the update to make it work. It won't detect my wheel for whatever reason. So, and I don't think I'll play Wreckfest 2 with the McLaren GT3 wheel. I think I'll have to do it with the other one. So, very nice. So what is it? Which game? WRC 9? EA Sports WRC? Yeah, if it's EA Sports WRC, it's a decent game. That channel's on there. We've got that, yes. Yes. Yeah, it's the same game. £1.50 is a bargain. Have that. Yeah. Never too proud to pay £1.50 for a PlayStation game, ever. No. Do you get a list of films to choose from? On Premium you get Sky Movies. Okay, I did not know that. Still not going to make me pay X amount of £1,000 for it though. I thought it was going to say poop then. Right, we've got around about 10 minutes left to get a couple of laps in. Let's get some fuel. That's it, you get a list of films to choose from. Some haven't seen for 15 years, so that shows the types of films they're giving you for free. There's some crackers though, if they're over 15 years old. There's some real good ones. Right, we'll soon give you an introduction to the drivers. Like I say, Discord, let's get this as a gaming hub and get people playing games and sharing that experience. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You're not 100% supposed to be anything other than what you want to be. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But the opportunity's there, and there's also a forum attached to each game. So just as you're perusing and going round and viewing your daily checks on the Facebook or whichever social platform you use, and you come across an interesting post about a game you play or about the game on Discord, do feel free to cross post and share that information with everybody else. It's something that I know some of you do anyway, and you like to spread the news about games, so do share it with everybody, and I'll try and do the same. Gattaca, what the hell's that? I know I said this last night probably to some people. They're talking about blasts from the pasts. Red Dwarf is being new series of Red Dwarf is being made again, filming this summer and winter, to be aired next summer. Original cast. Big fan of the Red Dwarf. Gazpacho soup. Some of my favourite episodes. Gazpacho soup, stasis leak. Oh, I can't remember the name of the episode with the toaster. Oh, what's that called? It's called Holly 2, I think it was called, something like that. Holly 2. I did click on the link, Wilkie, but I didn't actually follow it through. I was busy posting things. The Citroen 2CVs and Minis, that'll still be there. That'll still be good to watch. Defo. They can be fast, them 2CVs. We were purple second sector then. That's correct, it does. Oh no, that's true, you won't. We go top of the tree at 2:06.063 on our first lap out on softs. People are obviously not on softs. And that's bang on the 9 o'clock, so we will go and do the driver review. And we'll call that the day. Can't imagine doing an endurance race in one. That's a good idea though, isn't it? If we really wanted to do something really tremendous, and GT7 brought out a 2CV and there's a 24-hour race option, count me in. It'd have to be a solo event. However, right, tonight's drink of choice is Liquid Death. I'll advertise them for free because I enjoy it. I have purchased more Liquid Death today. It's coming on Tuesday and it is a different type of drink, different can. Upside down pram. We used to call the 2CV. I suppose it looks a bit like that, doesn't it, upside down? Anyway, here's Lee, current leader and winner of said today's league. For Lee today, it's a tour of duty, it's a tour of glory. It's all about lapping the laps and waving at the crowd and maybe a bit of one-handed driving just to, you know, celebrate for himself as he goes into the pits. He is just 0081 behind the current leader on the fast lap leaderboard. Don't know who that is, an unknown. Nando goes past him at the back pits. He's just gone past. Car all sorts of out of shape, beautifully done. Must be on the hard tyres. Can we tell? He's on softs. Just an out lap. Yeah. But yeah, it's good looking skin. As it is, Nando, I can confirm I haven't printed any orange parts. They're all black. Oh, very nice. I've received the fans today. The fans are Arctic Slims PM12s. So they're 15mm thick and they have 2,100 RPM. And I'm as well. The only problem is they've come with really thin wire, really thin. So the extension cable I've got from them is the thickness that I want them to be. So I'm not sure that the fans you're going to get are actually not the fans I'm going to be retailing with, because well, I've got some cable shroud that I might just fit anyway, and tie wrap on just to make sure they're protectable. So we'll see what does. Yeah, but I've already ingratiated into the 3D printing. I've already meshed finger protection grills inside the fans anyway, so they're all done, all nice, and they look pretty damn fine. I've used a whole kilogram of plastic just to make the pre-production designs, so it's all good. It's all good. No, excellent. I haven't monogrammed anything with the Widdowmaker Racing logo yet, so that's to come. So, oh, very nice. Yeah, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what does. We'll see how that works. JB's on track. He is 0.329 behind the leader. He's only a quarter of a second behind Nando in 4th. But he's got that stunning, lovely livery. I do like that. And his race suits match to that car as well, by the looks of it. It's pretty tidy. Bilstein logos. Lee can chill and have fun if he wants. Yes, that's what we agreed to. Where's Damo? Damo's in the pits. Lee, yeah, penalised. Penalised to the back. Yeah, yeah. We have to do better, I think, is the overall communication point. Do better. Damo there in the pits, of course. He is 3/4 of a second, almost 2/3 of a second down on the fastest racer on the track. And yeah, as you can see, he's green and gold. It's always a good sign. Fat Man, he's there in 5th. He's just over a second behind Lee. And he's where's JB looking? Oh, he's at a park there. He's facing. Oh yeah, and you can see the lake. Yeah. So disqualification is the only answer, says Lee. Right. Okay. DQ for Lee. No. Matthew's in a monster livery car. I don't remember that. Have you changed livery again, Matthew? Right. Okay, okay. Notice the Burger King logo on the back corner. That's really good. Like that. And the Michelin Man. Here's the Michelin Man. Did he? Oof. Must be a decent car. Yeah, mini favourites. Mini favourite there. Mini favourites. Favourites on the Mini. Nice corner in Matthew, I like that. Dipped a tyre, he did. So who have we missed? Frosty's the only one we've missed. Frosty just comes out on the inside of Nando, but he lets him go. Yeah, we're going to have to be careful about that pit exit, chaps. It forms you right into the racing line of the corner. There could be some incidents there, so need to make sure people give a clear shout when they're exiting the pits, or the people approaching the pit corner need to just give some width. Oh, Lee's made a purchase for the 488 GT3 wheel today. Oh, what did you buy? Did you buy stickers? Or did you buy button covers? I wonder. I still haven't used my new button covers or my stickers on my wheel. I haven't done either. Mine's still marked up as an Xbox wheel. Sorry JB, were you attempting to interject? Oof. Real carbon faceplate, carbon fibre shifters and aluminium dials. Very nice. Yeah, so Frosty is in a Australian down under livery, one would suggest. I use Wilkie's Discord link and F knows where I ended up. He hasn't sent you to his OnlyFans again, has he? That's just disgusting, Wilkie. That's my favourite tyre. The Toyo Proxy Sport 2s. They're on the Scooby at the minute. They're very, very soft. The two reasons for it are they're a soft tyre and they're also got a very soft inside wall. So they have a lot of wall flex, which means that they heat up really quickly. They're soft anyway, so they'll scrub round corners. Yeah, they are. They are. So, yeah. Nice little cars, right. So we got 7 of us today. Guest racing, I guess, some. Oh, Discord post. Frosty's just joined the server. Well done. Adventure Writer has just joined the server. Wave to say hi. Adventure Writer's going to be Silver Surfer.
They look like the B1s, but they were about 300 quid cheaper.
Yeah, I've got a gold B17s.
All very good.
As well.
Who's not in the chat? Frosty's not in the chat. Lee's not in the chat.
Hard work. I've got it dropped 20 mil on the front and fucking
there it is.
on the rear.
Okay, gentlemen, we're roughly 4 minutes away from race start. If you're going to take a break, take your cigaretto now. Are you stroking them again? Filth. Absolute filth. I signed up, it was okay, but from there it confused the poop out. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. It should be relatively easy to follow through, except if you click on Wilkie's links. Bragging.
Yeah. French turbo buck, 200 cell cap.
That's the game to play. Yes, he is. Right, now it's time to get good. So we're 3 minutes away, gentlemen. I'm going to have a little change of tyres for quali. Have a quick outlap just to feel what it's like on the full. And we'll give you the 10 seconds when I've completed my outlap. Are you allowed to post links in here, Wilkie? Hello? Speak up. Was that Rennie's or Settlers Tums? It was Rennie's, wasn't it? You need a chaperone, do you, Silver? It's fine. Green. Red one. You don't see many red ones. Ooh, Chihuahua. Have you got bonnet stripes? Okay. Furry wheel. You've got... What stickers have you got all over it? Okay. You got red gel Ford badges? Good man. I had red. Yeah. 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 I used to do all that and then I opted for D badging. Deck them all off. Who got cancelled? Yeah, yeah. Oh dear. Right, gentlemen, that is 21:15. It's time to go to the track for the final time in season 13. And as we do say that, massive thanks to everybody that's raced in season 13 and before. And a massive thank you to Damo for all the help he's given this season. Certainly helped to push forward things. So hopefully season 14 comes along and we get bigger and better. Okay, gentlemen, unofficial 10 seconds. If you've got your race tyres on, all good. Just do a double check. Assists, I'll just double check that they're all off. Yeah. And then we will go live to the last qualifying session of the season. So, official starting now. Gentlemen, it's your qualifying session for the no assist final. Yeah, that's the key thing. Have fun today. Lee's winning. And we will
Rolling roadblock.
set the fastest time possible, gentlemen. See you out there. Here we go then. Still feel I need seatbelts when racing in that cockpit view. Do you think it's worth enforcing cockpit view next time round on the no assist league? There's a question. It then becomes not just the no assist league, but it becomes the reality league. Not necessarily enforcing VR, but it is what it is. They're trying to search for Widdowmaker and it came up empty. Can't forget that this is a short shifter. It's a shame the fastest outlap doesn't count, but this feels like a really good lap. It's a long lap at 2:03, not as long as last night's. I must admit we messed up qualifying last night big time, didn't we? It was the amount of time it took to get in and out of the pits. Probably braked a little bit too late there and we dropped right down the gears to second. The short shift in third didn't really help. A 2:05 would be a good lap. Not sure we'll see one in quali. Didn't get low enough really through there to be fast. This is the corner that can catch me out a lot. Wilkie says he loves this track. I'm a fan of this track, I think. I'm just not 100% sure it's well, I know it's not real, but it's just a shame about certain aspects of it. We're last then. Last. .134 down. Ended up in the list of complete strangers, so logged out sharpish. Yeah, the thing with Discord is you open yourself up into a group of people in the same sort of environment, like a forum would anyway. They're not necessarily going to be your friends or whatever, but they're all friends of the same place, so to speak. So. Like joining a Facebook page, I guess, or a Facebook group. Get into the pits and put a new set of tyres on. We've got a minute and a half to get done before the next lap starts. Good evening, Thorskin, coming out. One thing this track needs is lots of straight lining up corners, or making them as long as possible. The corners, that is. On the outlap again. Somebody's hitting the old love heart button. Here we go then, into the final lap. 1 minute 20 seconds when we go across the line, probably just less. But we're safely in there for that final lap, so let's see what we can do. See if we can make up some time. Look how much the tyres wear on the outlap, that's phenomenal. Down to half a tank almost for this lap. Oh. It wouldn't be Twitch without that, would it? We'll fix that in a minute. Missed my braking point. We're faster, but we're no good. We're nowhere near. We'll be last on the grid. Oh wow, okay. Okay, that gave us some bump, but... Excuse me while I just ban somebody. And that's banning somebody who's just come in to post unofficial, unapproved adverts in my channel. They don't get any warning, they just get to leave.
Shut off him.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I'm just gonna pop out for a second, gents.
No problem at all, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
Very new to power.
Hmm. Mod actions. Mod comments. There we go. He's gone. He's gone. Okay, sorry, apologise for that. Let me bring the guys back into the room. Damo's gone for a moment. Let's take that photograph. And post that accordingly. Cheers, mate. Seven, that's the one. Good evening, Ozzy. Welcome, sir. Phones playing around. Yeah, we all have them. Okay, so Frosty comes in the last place. He's just under a second behind the leader. 207.723. Fatman in 6. Just 3/4 of a second behind the leader. 207.528. Widow just ahead of Fatman. Not even a car length. 0.690. 207.451. JB slots into 4th. Just over half a second back from the leader. 207.291. Damo a 1/4 of a second back. 207.027. Nando almost takes the lead, very closely, just under a tenth, 206.838, and Lee slots in a 206.761 to continue his domination of the qualifying period, and that sets him up for pole position, so congratulations. And gentlemen, that's your grid for the first race. We will start with Damo when he returns. Yes. That's almost, yes. It was a close run thing. Let's put your race tyres on, gentlemen. First race today is going to be on hards. It's a definite different racing experience to the soft tyres. Ozzy's looking forward to the new Friday night late session. Is that the German GR3 league that you're looking forward to? I must admit, I haven't joined that one yet. I need to. It was posted up by Damo last night, so... Okay. So if everybody's good and ready, we're ready for race 1. I'm going to give the unofficial 10, just to make sure everybody's settled in.
Everyone. Yes,
Right, official 10 seconds starting now. Somebody's going to have to. Here we go, gentlemen. It's your final first race of the season. It's the 20-minute race on hard tyres. It's a standing start. Penalties do apply. And good luck, gentlemen, and let's see if we can take that away from Lee fairly. It's all about dominating the lead tonight. All about dominating Lee, or he's going to dominate us, one of the three. Oh, unlucky, unfortunate, Kenneth. My apologies, my condolences to you. Welcome back, though, sir. Good to see you, and I hope, other than that, all is well. Had a wheel spin as we came across the line. Try not to spin it. That's the key thing. So behind us is Frosty and Fatman's back there. He did have an incident, did Fatman? Unlucky. I'm sure we'll all have incidents, so he won't be far behind very shortly. So let's see if we can just keep the car line astern. Let's see if we can find a way to get up and past these chaps in front. Lee leads the way. No surprise. Damo in second, Nando third, JB fourth. Just made use of the wide track there. JB's down to 5, Frosty in 6, Fatman in 7. Ooh, Nando and I both had the same twitchy butt end. So they're very quick. I'm not finding much of a way to catch them up. As Damo gets a bit of a slide off the curb. Don't have JB's gear shifting today. This race is only going to get harder as the tyre wear kicks in. Don't want to drop the rear tyre onto the gravel anyway, that's just going to make things uncomfortable. Really is a nice car to drive regardless of whether it's got grip or traction or not. Ooh, there's that. Corner catches me out every time I let the car try and turn into the corner. It just runs away. No front end grip. It's always that corner as well. Got to really slow the car down there, that's the problem. Slow it down to less than you think and the front end will grip. And then push, push, push. JB's had the opportunity to catch there. .4 laps of fuel. That takes us to 14 minutes. I think we're just going to be alright for fuel, just. I'm doing that calculation whilst in the race, but JB's took the tighter line as I outbrake myself. He's got the better line there, hasn't he? Look at that overrun he's got. Yeah, picked up on that mistake from 2 corners back. JB did the gentlemanly thing of backing out there. He was alongside, he was in a position to make the move, he just... We've done it again, front end slid too far. JB's going to get the inside line here, I would suggest. No, didn't come down the inside. Going backwards. Lee still leads. Damo second, Nando third, Widow fourth. JB's about in fifth, but it won't be long before he's actually in fifth. Sorry, won't be long before he's in fourth. Frosty 6, Fat Man 7. Frosty and Fat Man are together by the looks of it. Making a race of it. JB's had a slight tail happy slide. Quite a tail happy moment. Couldn't get the words out then. .213.5, but Lee puts in a 2:12, which is significantly faster, 1.2 seconds. And we're just a little bit off, a little bit behind the guys in front. Somebody's just said they love this track because the variation in line you can take. Yeah, it's so wide and the corners are stacked up the way they are that you can run from one corner to the next and make it look legit. I don't actually know what the right line is here. I mean, I've raced it enough on the old K-Cup race and the old, it's not the K-Cup race, is it? You just use a silly little micro car to try and win it. It's the human comedy race number 5, isn't it? And it's ever so frustrating because the car is very difficult to control, but Nando and Damo are still battling and they've not let Lee go, really. Lee has not really run off into the distance today. We got a 2:12 lap in there. Happy days, that's a bit of an improvement. Got up to the halfway point, 10 minutes 43, 10 minutes 40. Oops. That's what happens when you read the chat. I'm sure you can see me looking sideways and reading it. Guys are starting to get away from me now. They're 3 seconds out. JB's not let us go though. No, he's not going to let me go, is he? I'm not going to fight. He's going to fight me all the way. Nando's taken the fastest lap of 2:12.322. That's denying Lee that full plethora of points, the full score on the door. See if we can find it. Bit of a procession though, isn't it? Not a lot of movements. Lee still leads, Damo still second, Nando still third. Widow still holds fourth by the skin of his teeth. JB is definitely looking to capitalise and take it off me. He's got the run on me. Tyres down to 45% maybe. They're looking pretty much halfway done. That's probably a bit of an over-exaggeration. My left front is looking halfway done. Oh, we held that, but that was lucky. JB's alongside, got to give him room. He's going to try and come back at me through here. I know he will. Just going to try and get the run with the extra line. Yeah, we let ourselves down there. That was bad coming up the hill. We should short shift rather than try and push it. Damo and Nando look like they're getting closer. Opportunity for a battle up ahead. Oh, JB had the same twitch as I had. Good evening, Tia. No need to apologise. Hope you're well. Life sometimes happens. Life's supposed to happen. JB's had a good run up to that point. Front end slipped away from me. If you just popped on then, happy days. No pleasure of the Gandhi racing tonight. Oh yeah, enjoy your evening, enjoy your day tomorrow. Make the most of it. Go on, JB, have a line if you like it. Had to feather the throttle then. Yeah, we're doing good, chick, thank you. Looking forward to a week off. I say a week off, it probably won't turn out to be that. Where did JB go? Oh, he's there. He's got the right line for the upcoming corner, that's true. He's pushing me hard. Gandhi's been busier more than you today. Well, as long as you've been keeping him in line, that's fine. Two minutes 50 remaining, so it's potentially into the next last lap. The next lap will be the last one. JB nearly tapped me up. He did alright, he recovered that. He did well. I really anchored on, really slowed down for that corner. I didn't want to overrun and let him have the freebie inside line. So, yeah, 2:06 is definitely the last lap. Lee leads, Damo second, Nando third. That battle's been as it is all the way. I suppose the next fight really is the next challenge is what's the strat for the final race? What are we going to do? Is it a one-stopper? Is it a two-stop? Softs, medium, medium, or medium, soft, soft? Or soft, medium, soft? Oh, the car got away from us almost there. JB's coming. I've had to overrun that line and the car just washed away from me. I didn't mean to squeeze him. Come on, JB. He's got the better acceleration off there. He's coming. I can't block that. That overtake is his. If he's got it. No, he hasn't. He just held on to it. So we're some 10 seconds back, but Lee's just about to cross the line. We've got 0.7 a lap of fuel. It was very close to the end. I didn't think to look at fuel for the last couple of laps. That took me by surprise coming around that corner. But Lee wins, Nando second, Damo second, Nando third. That was close on the line. Widow fourth, JB coming through in fifth. Frosty and Fatman. I don't know how. Just listening to these guys chatting. It's... Lee made it to the extra lap. Oh, that just look at that. I didn't realise that. Batman's still on that last lap as well, so I didn't realise. Oh, but JB, tremendous running, mate. I don't know how you stayed behind. I probably took too many liberties, made just too many mistakes and just stopped you getting there, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. That was I think I was lucky with the first overtake because everybody was following that middle line and I just let off the brakes and ran through the low line and it just worked. But it's a difficult one. 1 minute 29 for Lee to complete that lap. Come on, Lee. What's taking all day? That wasn't easy, but it's a really good intro, a really good test to no assists. The car is relatively easy to drive. It's a challenge, but for somebody like me, it's relatively easy. The next season should be that little bit harder. Isn't it just that back end just wants to go? The weight changed to that right hand wheel. Matthew did it twice, okay. JB had it once but managed to hold it. Straight, yeah, no, never good. So, clean race and fourth position. Made up one place. $20,000 drift points for JB, yes. That's the save. We will save the screenshot and post that screenshot. I guess to post that to Discord is going to be a struggle. I don't know how to post that to Discord from whilst on my PlayStation. Oh. I post it off my phone. That's a good good excuse, yes. Right. Lee crossed the line for final lap on 0000. Good evening, Seth and on. Went to hospital on Tuesday with a heart rate of 218. Holy shit, Seth and on. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, and I knew I had a massive heart rate and that massive blood pressure. Well, I'm glad to see you got that sorted, and hope you're feeling better, my friend. Wow. Oh, here we go. Right, Fat Man had his own issues, spun off twice, same place, got damage, finished one lap down like we all did to Lee. 2:14.688 was his fastest lap. Frosty, 2:13.527. Was back with Matthew at one point, but managed to just break the gap, I think. JB and Widow fought all the way. JB's fastest lap at 2:13.063, and as he said there, just didn't have the opportunity or the power to get past, because every time I made a mistake I was just lucky enough to recover, or the distance was too good, and I managed to sneak it out again. So my lap was a 2:12.949, but great racing from JB, well controlled, and also I think the point needs to be made that where there was an opportunity and he got alongside, he didn't have what it takes to finish it off, so he gave it out. So good choice of race thinking there, JB. Thank you. Nando takes third and the fastest lap, a 2:12.322. Battled with Damo all the way, and a great battle by the sound of it. Damo managed to take second with a 2:12.565. I'd say he was probably 2 to 3 seconds away from Lee all the time, but he was having to keep constant glancing back in his mirror at where Nando would be and where he was, so maybe couldn't have the focus on the front of the car to chase Lee, maybe quite so much, but he still puts in a 2:12.565, which is the third fastest lap of the day. Lee, however, takes the win, a 22 minutes 15.910, and he makes the extra lap, crossing the line of 0:0:0:0 with a 2:12.343, the second fastest lap of the day. Congratulations, Lee. It's another win under your belt, and let's see what we do when we go to the final race. Lee will take the last spot. So am I. That stops him doing the full Monty. Well done, that man. So let's load up the final lobby, the final race of the season. I feel like changing it to night time so we get the fireworks when we finish, but that was naughty.
Might be worth getting a couple of little videos of that, posting in the overtaking section on Discord of how to back out overtakes.
It might be well worth doing that, yes. It well may be doing. So, choose your tyres, gentlemen. Stop. Yeah, I'm changing it. I'm going for a change of stint today. Just Frosty and Nando to finish up, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Absolutely fine. There we go. I can change the lead order around now. Nando, easy one, goes to the back. Damo, easy one, goes to the back. Nando and Lee, easy one, goes to the back. JB, Frosty, Fat Man. That was easy. I think it's the other way around. Gentlemen, check it, please. And if you're happy, give me the thumbs up. All good. I certainly can, sir. Even though they stuck up the bottom. It's okay.
Get ready to rock, Jim.
Happy days. Thank you, gentlemen. It is approaching 2200 hours. So as soon as I see that, I'm going to hit the unofficial 10, and then we'll go official 10.
Hit it now, it's 10 seconds too.
Okay, unofficial 10 starts now.
Enjoy, chaps. Have a good race.
Yeah.
Have fun, boys. It's going to be fun.
It's 30 degrees in this room. There it is. Official 10 seconds starts now. Gentlemen, this is the final race of the season. The medium soft race for 40 minutes at Alsace. make it the best race of the day. Best of luck to everybody, and let's see if we can take this win off Lee.
I'll do my best.
And be careful at turn 1, turn 2, turn 3.
3.
Yes, all of them. Here we go then. Final eyes down. We're going to try a different tactic today. Oh, who was that? That was JB. Disappeared off to the left. Lee is already ahead of the boys at the back. Didn't mean to squeeze in there. The fat man's away, look. With us battling side by side. Good night to you. You take care. Can't quite believe how fast Fat Man has sprinted away there. First lap down, Fat Man leads, Widow second, Frosty third, Lee in fourth, Nando in fifth, Damo in sixth, JB in seventh. But we can tell tyres have been swapped about. Oh, Fat Man's just taken to the grass, and so have I. Frosty also dipped a tyre, but we all recovered. We all had a loss of pace. We've all kept it back together. Got a little bit exuberant there, didn't it? Batman just managing to pull it away. Frosty's got the fastest lap. We got a purple as well, but Frosty picks it up there. Didn't dip quite so much the tyre, did Frosty not? So how many laps will we get out of these tyres then? Is it going to be 4? I think it needs to be. And that's what happens to me occasionally. Unlucky fat man. The back end just tweaked on him as the grip went away. We're going to get one more lap out of these, I think. This fat man going in though, he's carrying on. We just had a fly land on the end of my nose. Where the flip would a fly land on my end of my nose for? Christ alive. Right at critical braking point. Frosty's got the fastest lap of 2:07.955. Just trying to hold my car out wide long enough to block him behind. Just almost ran wide. So we out front. Frosty is in second. Batman third. Lee in fourth. Nando in fifth. JB sixth. And Damo in seven. Oh, and I've just run out of pace there. I'm going to have to let Frosty have the top line. The front left tyre is about to give up. We know we can't do another. No grip in that front left. So I was the only one on the soft tyres. We'll take all the fuel and we'll go as long as we can. What were we there? 10 minutes almost. We'll have to make this go 22. Are they getting a fifth lap out of their softs? That's the question. Now, if we're not going to get 15 minutes out of a set of mediums, we're going to know very quickly. Pit stop's really short, so JB and Nando are battling, but Frosty picks up the lead and he's got Fat Man on his tail. He's charging hard. Not sure at this point what their tyre strategy is. I think I was fairly slow on those softs on heavy fuel. Three seconds behind Damo, 3.2, 3.3 to be exact. Frosty and Fat Man both take fuel, both take tyres. They did get an extra lap out of their softs. JB as well. So Lee takes up the lead, Nando second. Frosty is actually in third. He got in and out the pits again. Well done. Frosty went for another set of softs, I think. He didn't take any fuel. He just changed tyres and went. That's a good little strategy. He's confident that he did 10 minutes on his softs, that he's going to get another 10 minutes out of his next set of softs. And he's got to do 20 minutes on the mediums. We know he's very good on tyres. He's proved that in earlier races. Seth's off work for 6 weeks, no surprise. Plenty of rest, feet up. We've halved the gap to Damo. Now the guys in front, they're all on the worn mediums. And my guess is they're going under the 6 minutes. Frosty's got past Nando. But it's all swings and roundabouts at this point, purely on the basis that we've been using softs where they've been using mediums. Where I've got to get the run here is acceleration out of corners. And I've got to use my grip to the advantage. Even though I'm scrubbing the tyres really quickly. It really is about the racers who went out on mediums, about being patient and not being at all frustrated at guys coming past. So he's done 16 minutes on his mediums. He's going to do another second set of 16 on another set of mediums, because he won't stretch that to softs. He won't be able to. So Frosty's going to do mediums on his last stint. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I know my mediums will go very slowly when they start to wear through. But Frosty leads, Widow second, JB in third, Fat Man in four. All the guys who used softs at the output at the start of the race have all taken the 4 lead positions. Lee's in fifth, Nando in sixth, Damo in seventh. Really scrubbing the tyres through there. Now the problem is I don't think these softs are going to last as I want them to. Missed the apex there, car didn't want to slow down. Now lap 9. These mediums are not going at all the way I want them to. We're not even at the halfway point. It might end up using 2 sets of mediums, 2 sets of softs. That's not unheard of, is it? JB's catching and Frosty's pulling out even bigger lead. I've had a couple of real slow corners there. They've got 16 minutes. 8 laps out their mediums. I'm not going to get that, am I? No, JB and Lee are absolutely hooning down on me. Yeah, got no grip whatsoever. That front left is dying. And I'd suggest I won't get another lap. I'm gonna have to though. Or I realise that. Go and take a set of softs now and then run the last set of mediums. Don't take fuel, just run 4 laps, then do a set of mediums to the end. 12 minutes. 3 stop. There's not a lot we can do. Tyres have run out. Into last place. It's Fat Man Damo's behind us. Okay. Super light on fuel, super grippy tyres. My throttle's jammed. Something's happened to my throttle. I'm out of the race. My throttle's locked. I've got no throttle. I'm out of the race, chaps. Yeah, my throttle pedal has come apart. Something is blocking my throttle travel. Yeah, my throttle's done. It feels broke. Yeah, it won't move at all. I'm out of this one. Every time I press the throttle it just stops going. So I'm going to the pause menu and unfortunately I'm out. That was a shame. I was really pushing then and just at a position to try and get through. But I don't know what's broken. You'll just have to excuse me whilst I... Yeah, something has locked up in my throttle. And I don't know what it is. Can't actually press the throttle down. Gonna have to reach for a torch. That was unusual. Jesus Christ, it's dusty down here. I was only talking about throttle pedals failing to work. Yeah, for some reason it's locked, it's jammed solid. Looks like something has broken inside my throttle pedal there. Wow. I'm looking for a brush, cleaning brush, there we go. You're not going to be able to see what I'm doing here, but I don't know what is up with the throttle pedal. But my race is over. Oh. Yeah, the hydraulic ram has split. There we go. That's me out. Done. Can't race anymore. I'm going to take a very quick break then. And I will come back to my car being parked in the pits. Back in a second. So I can't really commentate because I can't go and see what they're doing. So their race is running where it's running. Neo first, Lando in second, Frosty third, Damo fourth, JB fifth, Fat Man in sixth. And I'm just going to have to, well, take my pedal apart and find out what the hell's gone on with that. I can't see what's wrong with it. Really can't. I can see there's two pieces that shouldn't be separated, but I don't know how and why that has happened. There's a spring in the way, you see, and I can't see past that spring. There it is, there's the brush I was looking for. It was only yesterday that I posted on a forum. Somebody says, has anybody had problems with their throttles on their version 3 pedals? And I said, no, not had a problem at all in 18 months. And then now, yeah, that's exactly what's happened. But it definitely looks like the shaft inside the throttle pedal is split in two, or it requires lubricating to allow it to slide over the top of each other. But I don't remember there being any sort of guidance on that. I must admit there's some junk down the bottom of the pedal. Yeah, that's all coming apart tomorrow in daylight, I would suggest. Yeah. We can pop the ram off the top, can't we? And we'll find out what's going on with that. I don't want to pump lubrication onto it just in case there is an issue there, but it wants to go, but it's not going to. And we can't drive no assist with just an on-off throttle. I could change the throttle to a button, but I don't think we can do that, can we? I could change the controller, but I can't drive with controller because I'm a useless flunk. But we're definitely out of it for this race. There's pedal maintenance required. I don't know, can I go into the pits, park up and change view to watch other races? I don't know, can I do that? I can't, can I? From the race view, you're in the race view, I think. So we're about to run out of fuel, so I'll take control of the car, take it into the garage. Anyway, I can't because it takes the server down. Yeah. Does it? I thought if I... No, if I exit the race, that leaves it going for you guys, doesn't it? I've got no throttle whatsoever. It doesn't even get to the throttle limit. So if I press exit, that's just me that's kicked out, isn't it? Do you want to quit? Yes. I can now spectate. Yes, I can. Okay, happy days. So, let me put... At least I can commentate on it. I lose them more points because I've quit, but I can't race anyway. So we don't really want to see what gears he's in, etc., because that'll give too much information away. So there we go, Frosty's in first place, 5 seconds in the lead. JB in second, closely pursued by Lee and Nando by the looks of it. JB's just holding them off coming up the hill. As they come underneath the banner, they all negotiate that twisty, slippery corner quite nicely. But Frosty holds the lead by 5 seconds, just coming through the final chicane, about to start and enter his 15th lap. JB's just holding off the two what look like quicker cars, but he's got the line. JB holds the fastest lap at 2:07.579, so there's me presumptuous about who's fastest. JB got that on lap 7. He goes on to lap 15. We're not going to look and see what tyres they're on. So a decent three-way battle. You don't normally get to see this from the Widdowmaker's seat, so JB is holding back. I don't think he is holding them back, I just don't think they've got the legs, just as JB experienced in the first race. Where are we? We've got 31 minutes down. Lee's just found the opportunity to get down the inside, and he does. Nando follows him in the open gap left by JB. There we go, JB is now chasing. Now the pursuit is on as Lee takes up the mantle of chasing down Frosty. There is 8 minutes 15 seconds remaining in the game, and he's 3.8 seconds ahead. We can quickly scroll back to Fatman. Fatman is just 12 seconds off the pace, and Damo is a further 10. Damo seems to be off the pulse at this point. Maybe it's all in the last strategy. He's 0.7 of a second quicker than anybody else on the track, or his own lap. So what does that mean? What's his fastest lap so far? I can't see it. He's been putting in 2:10s, 2:12s. If we flick to Frosty, Frosty's doing 2:09s, 2:08s. So Damo really is starting to put the hammer down. There we go. Frosty 2 seconds in the lead now. Lee, Nando and JB. Let's focus on Nando and Lee for a moment. As Nando tries to open up the corner, Lee closes the door and charges up to the hill. Frosty just took to the grass slightly, so did Nando. Dropped a wheel over the curb. I really shouldn't let them listen to my commentary, should I? I should close that, mute that. There we go. That'd give them a moment of breath. So they've now cut up to Frosty, and Frosty's picked up a penalty. That must have been going wide. Yes, he did. Lee's going to take the lead as Frosty comes through over the line. Lee takes the fastest lap at 2:06, 2:60. This is great stuff. Nando just lining up the pass. He's going to have to go around the outside as Frosty runs the inside. But I don't think that's going to be any major shake. No, Nando's able to get past. Is he able to now get in touch? 0.8 of a second back. Fatman goes to the pits for his final stop. I think we were going to stop 3 times at least. We were going to have to take a set of softs and then another set of mediums just to get to the end. I couldn't get those mediums to last at all. But, so Lee out in front, about to take on the fast sweeping left downhill corner that produces all sorts of problems as your tyres start to wear. He's got that line beautiful. Nando cuts through that corner quickly behind as well, and then they go into the strong sweeping right hand banked corner. You can see how high they are on the corner. Do they come down and cut the apex? They both do. Use the bank on the outside of the corner, then cut across the curbs on the inside edge, run it wide alongside the pit wall, and then dive down and onto the brakes into this slow right hand first gear corner. Do they actually get it down to seconds? It's a good bit of racing, it is, yeah, it's unfortunate. But what it costs, for what it's worth, I've got the 5 results in. There's no real stress for me. I mean, I've got to fix these pedals, and there won't be any racing for me after this. So, I'll use the extra hour to fix my pedals. I could wander the camera around and show you what's going on if you want for the last hour. Give the memberships away and then give you a blow-by-blow expose of Fanatec version 3 pedals getting repaired. But that's what all it'll be. But yeah, Lee. Where's Lee? He's 0.849 of a second ahead as Nando takes it wide. On the edge of grip, one would expect. Yeah, look at that. There's a second between Lee's fastest lap and his current lap speed. But Nando is 0.9 back. It's not getting any closer. It's just tenths of a second the difference. But it is inconsequential. It looks like Lee's into the last almost into the last 4 minutes. And without cursing him, without sending a black cat across his path, it looks like, without a mistake, it's only going one way. It was, but I'm sure it's off-putting for those people who aren't part of it at the front. So I just got asked why there wasn't any commentary. But you also wouldn't have liked exactly what I was about to say about Lee and his chances of winning. But you are cutting the gap. Do it without me ruining your pros. So there we go. As I say, Lee has got the opportunity. Nando's cut the gap back to 0.6. Lee's actually just getting into that corner. He's going to make that car as wide as it can be. All the racecraft is going to come into play as Nando charges up the hill chasing him. He is. Frosty is coming up the hill. He's still chasing. He goes to the grass again, having disposed of that penalty. And we switch back to the front. Damo's managed to get past Fat Man. And the gap is now 0.7. Lee has his places to be quick, doesn't he? Bottom of the hills where I was strong. There we go, it's down to 0.4 again. They both touch the curb, they both touch the grass. As they come up the hill again, 0.6 of a second is the gap. 2 minutes 15. They're going to complete this lap and there will be one more. Let's run back through the field as this gap narrows to 0.5. Frosty is now 12 seconds back. JB and Damo are there battling now. There's a good close battle. 18 seconds back from the lead, just half a second between them. And Fat Man's not far away either. Fat Man's there at the back of the door, back of the race. So that's a three-way battle at the back. Let's get back to the front. We're now down to 0.4. Nando pursuing Lee. Lee charging for all he's worth. Is he tight on fuel? Is he tight on tyres? They are all the questions that we seem to need to answer. But we're not going to take a look and see, because we don't want to give clues to the other racers. Even if they're hearing it 18 seconds behind. Neo takes that high line, dives down, clips the apex, runs to the left-hand side of the track, cuts the curb, runs underneath the start-finish barrier for the other alternate lap. Then hard on the brakes again into this tight hairpin right-hander. Does he go down at first? Is it second? Is the primary gear? Probably. No accelerate. With all the acceleration, he doesn't want to spin the back end up the hill. As Nando said, this is where he's quick. Nando now closes that gap to 0.38, 0.37. The short shift up the hill is going to give him the opportunity, 0.35. They have got 44 seconds left of the clock, and they're on their way to the final lap of the race. It looks like it'll just be these two, maybe. Maybe Frosty's going to get there as well. 30 seconds to get to the line. Looking back to see where he is. Nando, 0.317. Has he ran wide again? Is he going to clip the dirt? No, it's Lee that clips the dirt this time. Nando keeps it tight. The gap's 0.39. It's 0.2726. It's really closing. The draft going up the hill for Nando is a massive benefit. Will he switch out right and feint? Will he give him a look down the inside, or is he going to just hold the line, try and find the exit speed? Damo takes the flag as he comes across the line. He's not able to pursue Frosty and Fat Man. Oh, Frosty's fell down the table. Where's Frosty gone? Frosty was 6th. He's no longer showing. Damo's taken the flag. Fat Man makes the final lap. Really don't know what happened there. Nando 0309, 306, 279. He's with him all the way. Is he going to get the opportunity to at least make one attempted pass? So what we know is JB, oh, he's just lost the opportunity there, ran onto the grass a little bit. Dirty tyres now, that runs him high and wide. Is there one more opportunity coming up the hill? We do know. Front left has gone as well, that's just nothing left. They both come in looking exceptionally slow, but is there anything left coming up the hill? Has Lee made the gap? It's increased now to 0.7. Yeah, it looks like he's broken the back of him as they climb the mountain. There's a film. Yeah, good win for Lee. I'm not going to say that. He hasn't made it yet. Let's get him through the last chicane. Nando closes down, still keeping it close. 0.8, 0.9. And as we come across, Lee's going to cross the line to take the final victory of the season. He wins all 3 events today and the fastest lap. Nando takes the pit wall. Lee takes the major win. JB coming through. Easy gap to take 3rd. As he comes through, I say easy 3rd. It's been one hell of a race a bit. And Fat Man also comes through to take 4th, much closer than anticipated. And Damo just rolled through the lap for 5th place just a little while ago.
Put it on fuel map 6 last lap.
Great race, gentlemen. Tremendous stuff. I get to see Lee's final screen, look. Victory, clean race, race 6 places. Absolutely tremendous. Now there we have it. Frosty and Widdowmaker DNF. I get to take the video, save the replay, I get to take the scores. It is what it is. 2 DNFs for the race. My first ever DNF. Yeah, did you see a message come up that said Widowmaker's changed the rules for the race? Did a message come up for you? No. Yeah, there's no pause button availability. You can't go and pause. You DNF if you do. So when I hit the pause button, it eliminated me from the race anyway. So I'm not sure what happened to Frosty. Frosty says, good race, lads. Yeah, Damo, my throttle pedal broke. I'm going to spend the next hour on the stream having an investigation. We might as well. There's nothing else for me to do. Let me just run through the race results and we'll do the usual bits and pieces. And then we'll give away some memberships and then I will have a go at fixing this. And if people want to watch, they can. So here we go then. Widowmaker DNF'd with a throttle pedal failure. Fastest lap of 2:08.078. I was just at the point of going for my second stint on softs, and I would have had to have stopped 3 times. There was no choice. Those mediums just absolutely destroyed. But at that point, we were running in 7th place with just... who were we in front of? I think we were just in front of... Frosty, I think, had just overtaken anyway as we were doing the pit sequences, but yeah, that's unfortunate for us. Frosty DNF just before the end, probably ran out of tyres, and it is what it is for him, a 2:07.955. He was guest racing, I think, in this, was he? Think? Not 100% sure, can't remember. Damo finished in 5th, 1 lap down, 2:06.707. We missed what happened to Damo at the end there, purely because we were watching the battle at the front. We know JB, Fatman and Damo were battling hard, and Damo had caught up significantly, but a 2:06.707 is no slow lap, and we know Damo's not slow, so must have had something happened. Ran out of tyres and fuel. Time was 15 seconds too long to get to 3rd. Yes, so that's what it was. Fatman finished in 4th. Tremendous result, 2:07.003, 19 seconds back off the lead. I think he had issues at the start with an early pit stop. No, it was me with the early pit stop. Don't remember. Okay. Right, so right at the end when he was catching JB, having got past Damo, he realised he was out of fuel and had to drop to fuel map 6, and that's why the big gap happened. So there we are, the faster lap than the guys and JB, but JB finishes in 3rd, takes the podium, and as he came across the line he was surprised to find out it was a podium, but 15.289 behind the leaders and a 2:07.579 closes out a decent lap and a decent league for JB. He's shown well all season, having also driven stick shift on this one occasionally, so well done to JB. Nando finishes 2nd. Go on.
That's a cheers. I didn't actually spin on lap 1.
You did spin on lap 1 as well, didn't you? Yes, that's came out the first turn. Yeah. Yeah.
Soft speed.
Soft, medium. Okay, so I wasn't going to be unusual doing a 3-stop. Nando finished second, 0.872 behind Lee. Running out of tyres on the last lap. We saw him close up to 0.26 or so. Looked like he was hoping to make that pass sometime on the final lap, but touching the grass, coming into the big sweeping corner, then getting dirty tyres was just too much for the end of the race. Lee managed to pull it out, but Nando, which is the focus, puts in a 2:06.710 and pushes through for second, which secures his position, I think, in third place in the league. Maybe, I don't know. Will there be a will they see him leapfrog? I don't know. I think the gap might be too big. But he also got a fastest lap, so an extra point. And that brings us to the man that did get the fastest lap at 2:06.260. Lee completes the race in 41 minutes 43.966 and puts together what could be considered the almost perfect no assist league, winning virtually every race that we had and putting in a perfect race at one point. We knew he'd won this one last week already, so today was just the icing on the cake for him. A tremendous race. Took him a long time to get to the front of the race, but it was all about patience and understanding that it would come to him in the end, as he went off the line on mediums and got to softs at the end of the race. So tremendous victory for Lee. What did you do? Medium soft soft. Medium soft soft. So to be able to run, what did they run? 16 minutes or so on those softs, and then just on those mediums, sorry, first time out. And then to try and stretch the softs to 12 minutes ago was a tremendous effort. So congratulations to all guys that joined the server, raced in the league this year, or this season. Hope to see you all back next time, and good luck and thank you very much for taking part. And that's where we leave it, folks. Say again? Lee will be racing with Sam? Yeah, quite probably. Quite probably. Right, folks, that is the conclusion of the racing. Thank you very much. He did medium soft softs, he did. We've got no race to go on. Can I load up the what? Ooh. All you need to do... Oh, have you not saved this one either? I don't even know what it is for the next one. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Alright, mate. You take care. We will catch you in a second. No assist Saturday. It's a shame I pressed the button first. No assist Saturday. Event schedule. Starts at Trail Mountain round 1. Let me load that up. Lobby. Create new room. Create new room, come on. Load settings. No assist Saturday race 1. Load. Trail Mountain. It's America, isn't it? It is. America. Why did that just back out? Load settings, create room. There we go. I think the tyres are going to be the same. I'm not 100% sure. So that should be it, chaps. And it's the BMW Z4 for those people that are aware. But I can't drive. Can't do it. So if you want to save the settings, now your opportunity. And then we'll move the camera, move a light, and we'll attempt to have an understanding of what's gone wrong. Even though I won't be able to see the chat screen, unfortunately. Heavier car, it won't be the same settings. Here, I haven't admittedly done any testing to see whether the settings need to change, so that'll be a discussion point over the next 2 weeks, I would have thought. Unless I just leave them as they are, and it is what it is. Join the room, left the room, Fat Man JB's left the room, so we can leave. Thank you. Alright, amigo. Right, folks.
Nothing to eat.
Oh, that's never good.
Shot your willpower.
Oh, mate. Soon as I finished it, yesterday.
We'll take the virtual background off.
Tea time. Mate, I was back on the toilet within minutes, mate. Right, no. That's it.
And then we'll go and have a look at my pedals and see what's up. See if we can get some tools.
Catch them a bit.
See you in a bit, Matthew.
Right.
Right. I need to find, and I'm sorry I can't see the chat from where I am, so if anybody can tell me if there's any chat that needs an answer, that would be brilliant. But I'm going to bring over a working light that we can use. Where can we attach this? We can attach it just there. No, we can't. That won't let me. Ouch. Might be able to put it actually on the... No, that's not going to work. We can put it there. That will work. There we go. A little bit of impromptu plugging in. And then we'll bring the camera down for you to see. I haven't chained... Have I chained the cable up? I don't know. Right, we've got power to the light. He says. There we go, we've got light. Now we'll see if we can bring the camera down to somewhere where you can see it. This is me. And I don't know if this is going to work very well where it is. How are we going to do this? I suppose I could hold it really, couldn't I? But I can't even see the screen, so I don't know what's going to go on there. Let's see if this will work. See what we can see there on the screen. I'll make it bigger. Bit of weird live stream rubbish. There we go. Right. Let me see some cables on the floor. I just need to move that to a bit better position. And we can see what's doing. Tyre will be atrocious if we keep it the same. Heavier car, it won't be the same. Yeah, we'll have to do something about it, won't we? I'm not too lazy to do it. We will do it. See if I can move that to a slightly better position. Maybe. What can we see from there? No, you can't see the brake pedal. You can't see the throttle pedal at all from there. How's that? There we go. You can see the throttle pedal. Right. I might be able to actually get the stream up on my phone at the same time and see the chat from there, mightn't I? There we are, we're live.
On my phone.
There we go. Now I just need to kill the sound on my phone. But if I kill the sound on my phone, I can't hear people. But you can see my brake pedal. You can see just how little travel I've got. I can't kill the sound on my phone. You can see just how little travel I've got. How do I turn the sound off? On autoplay is on. How do I turn the volume off on the phone? Oh, I can't. If I turn the volume off on the video, I can't find a way to turn the volume off on the video without turning off the volume on the phone. So I've got to leave it on, and I know how to do it. iPlayer, iPad. iPad. No, iPad's not in the same room as me. Doesn't matter. Right. We got to take stuff. No. What should we do? We're going to lose every...
Box of that.
What box?
Harmonica. I didn't even know harmonica did dildos.
No, they don't do. That's a genuine harmonica. Look. It's a real harmonica. It's a double bass harmonica. Proper one, look. Double bass harmonica. So don't... It's genuine harmonica. There's another one down there as well, isn't there? That's fell off, look. This is just a regular harmonica. Regular one, look. Straight off the... Yeah. There you go, another harmonica. Look. Got a little bits of music everywhere. However, right, back to the pedal breakdown. What do we do here then? I reckon we need an Allen key. I don't have Allen key. Allen keys are downstairs. Oh, shit the bed. We do have an Allen key. There's one here. Yes, there is. Just rattling through some tools, please excuse me. You should be able to see it. I hope you would be able to see it. But, there we go. We will take the pedal apart and see where we go. JB's used to this from a work point of view. He'll tell me I'm using it wrong. You're not doing it right. You should be using a power drill.
Work smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder, he says. There is that. I think it just needs a bit of a fine touch rather than brute force and ugga-duggers. How many ugga-duggers do we need to give it?
2.
Just 2 ugga-duggers is enough, says JB. Right.
Just remember, if it's torque to spec or cross-threaded, tight's tight.
Right, understood. If it's torque to spec, and it's cross-threaded, tight is tight. Okay, understood. I don't know what tight ever means. Nip it up. Right. So right, the damper is now loose. So we can take the damper out. I need to see if that's an Allen key fixing in the end. It is. It's a bigger Allen key than I've got in my hand though. So it's another Allen key. There we go. Right. I probably shouldn't have undone those top 2. But it is what it is. We'll go from where it is. That's a tiny bolt that's come out the end of there. And a tiny bolt that's going to come out the end of this one. I hope that camera's not moved massively. It's just got my arm in the way. Yeah, I know. Right. There's got to be a cotter pin or something in there that needs to push out. There is, I think. I think it's this side. I can't see it from over here. Anyway, we'll take the pressure off. That's fine. I think I've got the same thing at the other end, haven't I? Yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely something on with this lower spring down here. I don't know if you can see what I'm touching. But there's a spring with a rod inside it, and I'm guessing inside that rod there is a second rod inside of it that runs past each other, and I've got a funny feeling that that's a maintenance point and it needs lubrication. However, I'm wondering how I get this out of here. Ah, there's a big bolt on that end. Let me see if that is the right size Allen key. No, it's not. I've got a 3D printer over here and I'm just ripping all the tools out of the 3D printer now. There's another one. There's a big one. Said the nun to the vicar. Don't know, what size is that? It's the right size, JB. Well done. Now, if anything goes ping and loads of stuff fall all over the place, I'm going to get emotional. Oh, there it was. That went ping, didn't it? Right, we can screw that out. I need to take that out before it gets out of the way. There we go. Now, I know all you guys on the interweb, all of you will have the same issue, same problem kind of thing. If something breaks, you have to fix it. Oh, look at the wear on the side of that anodized part there. Look, you see that? That's worn all the anodizing off the side. What I don't understand at this point is just how that comes out of there. And I don't know if I need to tap something out. I think I might need to push something. I don't think that's going to happen, is it? There we go. So how does that get out of there? One does not know. Oh, somebody's just been a member. Oh, here we go. We thread
like
that off the end.
Of Jim, I'll fix it. Smiley face emoji.
Jim will fix it. That's just not appropriate. Thank you, whoever that was that posted that. And I don't know what it was. That's just not coming off, is it? I think that's sliding between my fingers. Yeah. I need a cloth or a rag. It's greasy. I've got one. Ah, now check that out. Throttle actually moves all the way. Throttle actually moves all the way. So, is it not said throttle pedal? Because there's no issue there. It's actually the damper that's at fault. Now, the question is, the damper that I got is this one. So it doesn't come with a damper on the throttle pedal anyway, it comes without one. But there doesn't seem to be... There is a throttle stop. So if I'd have known that, I could have whipped the damper off and carried on the race, couldn't I? Ah. Well, the problem is with this. The damper is at fault. Let's just wind that back in there. Now I need to understand how to take that off so we can go and have a look at that. Oh, there's an insert. There's a collared insert just inside there. How does one get that out, one wonders? I know how to get that out. You take the bolt that was holding it in. No, that doesn't work. Because that recessed straight into it. What if I did that one instead? No. That's a good suggestion, JB. He said push it out with a little screwdriver. We need to find a little screwdriver. We have, just over here, as I'm rooting through the tools, a little screwdriver. Ah, I see. What am I looking at here? How does that come apart? That is a U-shaped bracket. Is it? I'm not sure at all. I wonder what these two things do. See these two Allen bolts here? I think they just nip down on the top of here and hold this stiff. I don't think they actually connect to anything else. What I'd like to be able to do is understand what is holding that in. If I push this through here, it meets resistance because there's a shaft in the middle. Can I move this out the way by screwing it out? Push a screwdriver through. What is actually in there? I don't know, you know. I wonder. Oh yeah. Yeah, well let it catch up. I don't know what's doing. I don't know how to...
The two screws on the top.
Yeah.
It screws into. That just clamps it to stop it from...
That's exactly right, yes, 100%. What I think I need to be able to do is take the Y bracket, the Y bit, the yoke off the end. But I can't trap the pipe, the bit in the middle. I've got a set of pliers here which I could put a rag on.
So they're not an Allen key fitting, the rod in the anodized end.
Jim's talking about his shaft again.
No. 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 It looks like it's just threaded on. What I can't do is thread it all the way through. I mean, that's the other option, but I won't be able to clear the bracket because of the pedal being in the way. But I don't know how I've bolted that down. That's really interesting. How is that attached into there? That's got to be a little collar. If I could get my hand through, that would be tremendous. That there has got to be a little threaded collar, but it looks to be part of the actual thing. So there's no way. That's interestingly poo bags. There's definitely 4 bolts that go in there, and I can't get an Allen key in there to undo those to take it off. So I'm going to have to use some brute force and ignorance here. I'm going to have to do the unthinkable and try and clamp with a set of pliers. Try not to damage that shaft. I appreciate somebody's just said, here he is, Widdowmaker, talking about his shaft. I've done it. I've got it out. Don't know how that happened. It was nothing to do with me. I didn't do it. But what actually has happened, and it was as I thought, as you can see here on the side of this device, there is wear against there, but there's a little collared item that fits into there from either side. And I can just see this one poking out. There it is. So you can see it there. And you can see that one. So that's how that is. So where the problem is, folks, it's this damper that's got the problem. The damper has either, it won't return, look, there's no pressure in there. So it looks like this damper has failed. We do have on the back end of here a tension setting, so you can see I'm spinning that round. I don't know which way it goes. I'm just gonna, yeah, the damper's failed. It looks like it's lost its oil. If it's an oil based damper, there's a split pin in the end there. Say again. So you can see that, you should be able to see there's a split pin horseshoe pin in the end of there, which if I was to take that out, I could pop the internals out, which I'm going to have to do. What we need to do now we've got a working pedal again, is we will have to just go back and test that we've actually got throttle movement, and that will see us be able to race again. Should be. So, happy days. Right, I'm just going to move the camera back up, because we'll put that back together tomorrow. But we'll put the camera back up, and I do generally appreciate that whoever put those messages through actually was spending bucks. So thank you very much, whoever that was. It doesn't have to be a lot. Oh, look at that. Yeah, camera's back where it needs to be, look. Whew. I'm hot as hell. Now you're back in front of the fans. Whew. Fix. Oh, virtual background. We're back in. So let's just have a moment. Put the camera back to where it should be and back to its appropriate size. Oof. It's Keely. Hello, Keely. Good evening. The mechanism. Just pull on your shaft, Jim. Yes. Yeah, right. Let's, I think the easiest way to go and test this, there's no resistance on that throttle now. That is 100% me. We can go to the menu top left-hand corner. Everybody knows that's there, don't they? I really want to put my hands through the screen and just give it a go to fix it. Yeah, you did. Oh, harder, Jim, says Wilkie. Oh, you buggers. Yeah, nothing like that. I'm in a relationship myself. Yes, we know, Keely. We know. What does it say? Oh, nothing like that. I'm in a relationship myself. And then somebody says, Keely, leave Jim Shaft alone. Anyone got anything interesting tomorrow? Scores are in, says Damo. Right, okay. Let's just test my throttle pedal and see where we go in terms of controller steering. Throttle pedal. Yeah, we've got throttle. 100%. So I need to make sure that my other damper doesn't go. I need to find out what's wrong. I have had a fresh trim, yes. It was the holiday haircut. Because we're off. All over as well. Upstairs, downstairs. No, not true. Scores on the doors. And then we will go and do the fabulous, most wonderful event that we ever do. Scores on the doors, Damo's spoken. Final results of said league. The no assist, well, the no throttle pedal, no assist Saturday league. No throttle for anybody. Where are we? There we go. Lee, Fat Man comes in 6th place, 176 points. He had a drop round already, so he's 37 today. Secured him his final points, 176. JB, oh, he didn't make the gap by 1 point. He scores a total of 232. I only qualified with 13 points today, so that becomes my drop round, and I boost up 37. JB's drop round was a 36, which he got in the last round, and that actually leaves him 1 point behind in 5th. But I don't think JB would be overly bothered about that, in all fairness, because JB is destined for life to be 5th, because that's the spot he likes. Is that what you'd say?
Yeah, it's about right, mate.
Yeah, it's about right, he says. About right.
Works that way, doesn't it? Apart from the Tuesday league.
What did you do in the Tuesday league? Me neither. I can't remember. Yeah. 3rd in that list. Yeah, probably. That sounds right, actually. So we come 197 with a total 210. In total, JB would have got 232, but that's where it is. Nando Loris comes in 3rd with 208. His drop round was already done in round 200. And by looking at that, he didn't really have the opportunity to catch Damo. Although, if we look at that, Nando dropped to 0-0 and had a lowest score of 37. Damo got his lowest today at 39, and that becomes his drop round, so scoring 225. And Neo scores a total of 298, and I believe that is some 5 or 6 points short of a maximum for the league, and we haven't had somebody do that for a long time. He actually scored, I think that's wrong actually, Damo, because you've got Lee down for fastest lap in the first race, and that's not correct, because Nando got that fastest lap. So you just need to adjust that one, but his final score would have been a 50, and he didn't get the full today, so 249 would have been Lee's final score. But without saying that, that is a fantastic result for Lee. Great first league for Lee, and he's been waiting for weeks to actually get in one of these on a day that he can actually be in the league. So thank you for joining us, Lee, and a tremendous result, tremendous round, and a great league. And hopefully we'll get you set up for the next one, and we'll give you some more challenge. But great result. If Damo wouldn't mind just attending to that, that would be tremendous. Now then, folks, we've only got 7 of these, I think, but it is your time to shine. Gifts. We've only got 3 stars and 4 stars, so you all know what this is. You all know what happens at this point. You all get the opportunity to have a little play with the buttons. I just need to make my screen just a fraction bigger because it makes the difference. If you can't zoom in, you can't zoom in. There we go. Lee seemed to go very well with this car. Well, in all fairness, and I'll talk about this from my point of view, genuinely, it was a relatively easy car. I am absolutely rubbish at no assist, and in all fairness, junk. I was rubbish. Lee says, I have to admit, I always like this car. So here we go then, folks. Membership giveaway. Final one for this month. And if I don't give them away, it means that genuinely they get lost into the ether. So we need 3 of them. We do need 3. Congratulations on the victory, Lee. We've said it 2 weeks in a row. But Wilkie's in first with his 3K. I need to drink because I'm hot and sweaty and thirsty.
Nitrous.
JB says nitrous. That's Damo disappeared. He's going to the chat, I think. No, Nando got the fastest lap on hard. He did. He did, sir. On the second race, Lee did get the fastest lap, but the first race, it was definitely Nando. It was. I'm just going to restart my YouTube stream because I don't think it is up to speed. F5. We'll get an advert, of course, and then we'll drop back in. There we go. So we are where we are. 3K from Wilco. Nitrous, a spare part from JB. JB's just cracked open a Stella. It's a gin and tonic can, okay. Okay. Yeah, take third with a 0 points. Easily done then, Nando. Invite from Lee, that's 3, so we'll spin up the first one. I reckon this could be 3K. I'll be with Wilkie on this one. Oh, it looks pittance, doesn't it? I don't think it's even 3K. Oof, it's going to be 3K, is it? It's 5K. How does that happen? Wow. Lambo invite, says Nando. Other 3-star. Where are we? Who's got what? Heart rate of only 28. That's not brilliant, is it? 100k, says Damo. That's generous. I've never seen 100. Have we seen 100k from a 3-star? Have we seen a... JB's just shouted out a car. Have we seen 100k or a car from a 3-star? I think we have, but I don't know. Parts says Lee. Wilkie says 10k. Nando says 5. I'm going with the 5k with the boys that say 5k. Or it's an exhaust. No, there is a car. And there's a crankshaft. Well done, Lee. First time ever somebody's called parts. It was worth 15k. What's it for? It's for a Nissan GTR safety car. Believe it. 4-star. Nando's saying 1 million. Seth's saying 2k. An ACOG site, says JB. Anybody know what an ACOG site is? They play DayZ a lot. I need to take you for a walk round where I am on the map, JB. 100k, says Damo. Citron invite, says Lee. 30k from Wilkie. And Keeley chips in with a Freddo bar. Interesting. Freddo bar's probably worth about 30k now. There's all sorts on this one. There's an engine. There's an engine management. It's an engine. Oh my god. A Mazda 787B. 1.75 million. Oh my lord. Oh my. I'll stand in amazement and look at that. That's from a 4-star ticket. That will go in quite a few cars, you know. Does that go in the... That goes... I'm trying to think what that engine goes in. Wilkie, what does that go in? That is jackpot engine. That goes in the 787B, of course, but I think that goes in the... Does it go in the Suzuki? Does it go in the stupid mad truck that flies up and down the hill? I don't know. That was a... Nobody said engine, did they? No. Next one. Money comes to money, they say. Credits. Credits goes to credits. Drive chef, says Nando. Be lucky to get a drive shaft out of this. Who's number 1 in the chat, by the way? Has anybody seen who's number 1? Keely, Sethanon's number 3. You need to slow down, Seth. Take it easy a bit. Lee's number 1. Go on.
90 Mazda 3.
Right.
GR3 road car. Mazda touring car. The 22 plate roadster. 1990 RX-7. 2002 RX-7. 2012 RX-8.
Decent run through there. Thank you, JB. Several Mazdas, says Wilkie, just summing it up. My last shout for this season for a wobble knob to appear. Just, well, dream big, they say, says Keeley. I think we've got it. A drive shaft, several Mazdas. It goes in the Mazda 3, says Lee. Lee said engine. Did Lee say engine? He said jackpot engine. Citron invite, said Lee. I think he only said jackpot engine when he saw it. Anybody going for this 4-star? Wilkie's gone for car. Drive shaft, says Khalil. And JB said nothing. What's JB gone for? Nitrous. A number 2, says JB. Done that enough today. Oh, it's all cash. It's a big buck. Lee says 100, Damo says 100, but it's actually 30. Who said 30? Nobody. It's all mine. The house wins it. The house wins it. Next up. Sethanon says 30 right there. And I don't know whether that was right at the death of that one just in time or whether that's for the new one, because I don't know what the timing difference is. So I'm assuming Seth's won that one. Seth got it, says Wilkie. Yeah. JB says car. Lee says Citroen invite. Damo says 10k. Anybody else? Anybody else? Keeley says a set of wheels. I've never seen a set of wheels in this. Never seen a set of wheels. So if that comes up, put a lottery ticket on. 100k, says Wilkie. Say again. Yeah, well, there was a car. Engine. Set of JB suspension. Engine twice in a go. Porsche 911 RSR engine worth 3.25, 325k. How does that happen? That's 2.1 million in 2 spins. 911 RSR. That's a decent win. It's out of the GT3. Is it? Yeah. Next.
2009 GT3, 16 GT3.
Okay, so again the GT3 cars. It is decent engines. This is good spins. 2 to go, folks. Just the 2 left. Damo wants me to get the Bugatti invite. It's a great call. If it comes up, I'll run round the house naked. 1 million, says Wilkie. Invite for Citroen, says Lee. Engine, says JB. 3rd time lucky, it's got to be. Keeley says 50k. I think I'll go with Keeley on this one. Anybody else before I hit the button? You win nothing except for chats. There's an Aston invite. And there's a set of con rods and a crank. Engine bore up, is it? It's a stroke up S. An SFR racing concept for 38k. It's that tiny thing. OnlyFans peak engine. No. You're not going to win a peek at my OnlyFans. Not a chance. No. You had that same OnlyFans? The stroke up S, yeah. That's a weird one because it's a tiny little car. But it's a good little car that we should potentially race in the league, to be honest. We should take that because it's a good little car. It's a good little car. Last one, folks. Single make race, yes. That for a season. That would be decent. Aldi air freshener. Slug bucket, says Neil. Good evening, Neil. You missed it all tonight, Neil. It's all gone off. 30k from Sethanon. Khalil Sim Racing, £1. If I win £1 on that. JB says 30k. Oil tank, says Keeley. We've never had an oil tank. That's 2. Aldi air freshener, says Damo. I think I called out Wilkie for a car. Let's go then. Good evening, Neil. Hope you're well. It's all money. I want that 500k. It's not. It's going to be 30. It's going to be Sethanon wins the last one. It's a 10k. Nobody went 10k. Oh, gutted. Gutted. I get to keep that one as well. We're almost at 95 million. If we think about it, this Thursday, I've already got 2 million in the bank from winning this Thursday, this last one. Next week I get in trouble, don't I? So, there we have it, folks. Right. There's my competition entrant for the old doodah. I need to be able to scroll down to get the members giveaway. Here we go. Membership gifting. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Thank you very much for doing what you do. And here's my little bit, the littlest bit that I can give back. That Z4's tidy. Look at it. Carbon bonnet. Who gets them? Mikey73i gets one. Nathan gets one. Real Cider Man gets one. Racer Depeche gets one. And Mike from Indy gets a membership. And there you have it, folks. None of the regulars except for Nathan.
It's 73I Michael Fishman.
Michael who?
Fishman.
I don't think so. Not sure. I don't think I can click on his name and find anything out. It is a nice JB skin. Yeah. He could have flatted down the paint a little bit on the roll bar though. I must admit that's leaves a little bit. Yeah, good night, Lee. Yeah. Nathan received a gift. That is our big now. It's big now. That's Fast Nathan that we see on every Monday night or Sunday. It used to be Monday morning. It's JB's breaks. Good night, folks. You take care. Have a good one. They said the gold, JB, not red. Are you changing yours to gold? No. Good night, folks. You all take care. Thank you very much, as I say, for supporting the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now. Take care. Night, Damo. We'll see you. If there's a stream between now and next Sunday, you'll be lucky. You'll just have to jump on, and it'll be a surprise, whatever it is. But I'm just going to enjoy this week off, tools down for a bit, and just get some bits and pieces done. And we'll all be singing and dancing back on Discord next time. So we'll see you on the next one, folks.